Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isle Zoo, and hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Friday. We're here we are here to do a little bit of building here on the zoo for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. Thank you guys for your comments in the previous video, the one where we actually built the capybara exhibit, because you guys named the capybaras in there again, and I appreciate it whenever you guys drop names down below. Really makes me feel good and warm and fuzzy inside. We actually have to get around to naming those little cute little adorable big rodent things. So I'm going to probably start the episode by doing that, but I want to take a quick peek here because I thought I saw a creeper back here, and maybe he despawned by now. Yeah, okay, I think he despawned by now. I don't see him on the radar anymore. I don't really fancy my place getting blown up, you know, that's not exactly what I'm trying to do here. But alright, let's get to naming this capybara, or these 3 capybaras. You guys killed it in the naming section, so let's get down there and take care of that. Alright, the first name of the capybara is going to be, oh, actually, if I actually do this correctly, is going to be, I wonder if I can actually just drop the net in there and just rename it. I don't really know. Is going to be, Kevin. Alright, and Kevin was submitted by Evan Mouse and Logan Effinger. Both of you guys suggested that. The most requested name, Kevin. Alright, and then the next one is going to be Stella. Oh, if I could get rid of a couple of A's in there. The next one's going to be Stella right there. Alright, now, big shout out to Christy Sank for submitting that name. Hopefully Stella here gets her groove back here once I put her in the exhibit. And then the final one's going to be Carl. Alright? Now, Carl was submitted by Simon Holmes, so thank you so much for that. Thank you all of you for submitting names for that. Really makes my life a lot easier, because otherwise they'd just be named like A, B, C. Kind of boring, I know, but that's, I don't know. I'm not very creative when it comes to naming. Man, that volcano needs a lot of work. A lot of work needs to be done. Now, let's see if I can get down in here and actually drop these in here without getting poisoned by a tarantula. Alright, we are in the exhibit, and it looks like there are some things on the mini-map up there, but it looks like they are on the outside of the exhibit, so who knows, we might actually get in and out of here without getting bit by a spider. Alright, let's get the hotbar ready here, get a little something going on in the hotbar. Now, I do not believe capybara are dangerous, so I'm not too worried about them, but let's grab the animal care guide too here, the data book. Alright, so the first one here is going to be Carl. Oh yeah, I forgot they jump when they come out of there. Look at him, a big guinea pig. Carl. Alright, sweet. Carl is a female, so it should have probably been Stella, but whatever. Yeah, we don't judge around here. Alright, Carl, enjoy your stay. Alright, the next one is going to be Kevin. Now, Kevin, every time I hear that name, I always think of the bird and Up. But, let's drop this one down there. Bam. Alright, there you go. Ooh, I tried to name the fern. Come on, there we go. Kevin, got him. Alright, now Kevin is a female also. Is Stella going to be the only dude in here? I bet you it's going to happen. Alright, let's go ahead and put Stella in here. Bam. Alright, and now these are from the Little Critters mod also, by the way. These aren't actually from... Oh no, they're all females. Okay, so we got an all-female crew here with the capybara right into the water immediately. Now, these things apparently do really like water, so that's its natural habitat. Alright, so we got the capybara added. Thank you for everyone who submitted names. Now, it is on to the next exhibit. Okay, now you may be wondering, what exhibit are we going to be doing? Or possibly you looked at the title of the video. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to move on over to this part right here. Just kind of in this area. This might take a little bit of work, but we'll get it to fit for sure. We'll probably have to build up the land a little bit around here, but we're going to put in a small badger exhibit today. Now, badgers are pretty widely spread out across the globe. Like, seriously, these things are everywhere. They also really don't care. Like, if you ever see any videos, it's like a meme now, isn't it? Badgers don't care. They'll attack anything. Apparently, their hide is extremely tough, so they'll attack, like, lions and stuff. They just don't care. Now, they live throughout, like, most of North America, basically almost everywhere in Africa, all over Europe, over into Asia. They live everywhere. There's, like, no one biome that I could do here that would be wrong. Because I think, like, even in, like, India and stuff, they exist, so... these things are all over the place. I might try to go for a nice forested area as well. I think that might work pretty good. First things first, though, it's going to take me doing a little bit of terraforming here and marking out the biome, so, or marking out the exhibit. So, I guess time lapse.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn that shit to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geeks, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. You know what's going down every time that we in town. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show. Snow White eating rotten apples, dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova around the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I haven't wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show.
Ta-da! There it is. All right, now it kind of looks like a kidney from this from up here. Maybe a steak, you know, the shape of it. But this is going to be the badger's new home. Now, we actually have a orca whale just chilling over here, too, that spawned in. Looks like the spawn rates are kind of going berserk on the server right now, which is kind of cool. Should probably get out there and actually do a little bit of animal hunting. We'll worry about that in the future. That is a future GReimer issue, though. Screw that guy. He can deal with that, you know, whenever. All right, so we got we gotta jazz this up though. So this is a nice little area. Obviously, the walls are not finished. So if you think this is the end of it, it's not. But we do have to add some terrain into this. Let's go into the ground blocks right here and grab ourselves some grass. Because what we're gonna do is this flat, boring, bleh, you know, it's not any fun. All right, the viewing area is going to be on that side, however. So I wouldn't mind actually making the opposite side built up a little bit so she can actually see the animals. And so that means like creating an elevation change that sort of starts like around here or so. And we're going to spread it all the way over to here. And I guess, I mean, like I said, the terrain for the honey badger, or not the honey badger, but just badgers in general, are kind of... It's all over the place, so I kind of want to mix, like, I want to put a forested area in here, maybe in the back part right here, and then have it kind of go into more of a drier, kind of like what you'd get in more of Africa area right here, you know, like the drier kind of like plains, you know, brush area. I think would be kind of fun. So maybe we'll actually like do a mix of 2 biomes in this. So woods and stuff in the back, blending into like an open field that's a little bit more drier terrain up here in front. That's, yeah, I could probably make that work. But it all starts with adding a whole bunch of grass. Uh-huh. Yep, I see you, you little 8-legged freaky thing. Okay, so we got a lot of tarantulas in this area now. Ever since we updated the mod pack, there's just a buttload of them all over the place. And we have somebody on the server who just joined recently, in case if you haven't been watching him. Korey has been making content. and I will try to link a video, his latest video, in the description below. But he's been doing some work. He's actually my neighbor. If you look, he's actually right up here. Okay, so this is like his base right here. And he's done some more work over here, but I haven't actually gotten up here to see it yet. So my map isn't updated. However, I'm kind of tempted to take him a tarantula, because tarantulas is how you get venom. Well, that and scorpions. Then you grab a couple of tarantulas and head up there. So if I'm gonna catch these things, remember I have to take off my backpack because otherwise I'll kill them when I try to put them in a net. So let's grab a couple of tarantulas and we're gonna go drop these off over at Korey. I might have just stepped on them. We'll go drop these off over at Korey's area. Now, did my strength wear off? Okay, strength wore off. Let's go ahead and just yoink, grab one of these things, and then yoink, grab the other one, and get them out of here so they don't attack me while I'm building. Alright, so it looks like he's got some turkeys. If you ever need some turkey eggs, you know, I know a shop. But this is his field up here, and it looks like he's been doing a little bit of work. He's got a nice path and a gateway right here to walk into the zoo. So he is just starting off, so his zoo is very early in development. Please go check him out because he's got some pretty cool ideas. It looks like he's gonna do like kind of like a farm area up here, it looks like, which I'm kind of stoked for. I like it. It's a less than traditional idea for a zoo, so I am all for it. Looks like other people caught these on the shore of your island. What'd you catch? Oh, dolphins, nice. These potions, tree must grow, let's change once. Oh yeah, okay, so he was looking for these things earlier. Oh, he's look at mahogany and everything. Nice. All right, well, we're going to leave him a little present too, but it's going to be a little bit more poisonous or toxic or venomous than anything that Or left him. Okay, there we go. Left him a little sign. Milk to get venom once a day for trank darts. I couldn't fit my name in there, so hopefully he knows it's me. There we go. Gave you a couple tarantulas. And if you accidentally kill him by placing Korey, well, I happen to know an island that is infested with them. So don't worry, we got plenty. You can always just be careful when you're setting them down, because like don't scoop them up again. They're at half health already from being caught the first time. Okay, so now that we got the tarantulas out of the way, let's get back to the zoo. Let's smash into a tree. Let's get back to the zoo. And that way, and finish this badger exhibit. Are you kidding me? There's 3 more right there. They weren't there just a second ago. These things keep spawning in. I can't get rid of them. Okay, it's getting nighttime. Creepers be creeping. I'm gonna need to be taking a nap, of course. This edge right here looks terrible while I was flying in, so I'm definitely gonna have to jazz that thing up later. But for right now, we're gonna worry about the exhibit itself. So I got the grass put in, and it's just a blank canvas basically at this point. So we gotta jazz this up a little bit. Now, like I said, I want to put like some trees in the background here, and forest and bushiness and stuff like that in the back here. And then I wanted to kind of open up in this area down here that's more flat. I wanted to change this to be a little bit more of a drier, arid environment, just to kind of represent the 2 different areas, or at least 2 different areas of where these things can live, because they can live in so many different places. But I'm thinking it's gonna start with taking a nap, and then maybe we'll get some trees put in. Nah, we'll work on the ground. We'll blend this into a drier area first. All right, so we're probably gonna want to grab a little bit of podzol to represent the forested area up here. A little bit of podzol, and then coarse dirt, of course, would be a must. And then let's grab the ground blocks here and see what else we can throw in here. A little bit of gravel, not too much actually. And I'm thinking that might be about it. Now, I'm thinking the sand and terracotta and red rock stuff might come in handy for the part down there. But for right now, up here, we are going to just do some podzol first. And then, yeah, podzol and coarse dirt I got to sprinkle in here. Aha! There's a guy making a whole lot of racket, and I think I found him. Let's put him out of his misery a little bit quicker. Alright, so there is apparently a cave down here. They were making all sorts of racket, so I had to come investigate. Oh yeah, there's definitely a cave here. Alright, well, let's light this up, because it looks like there's all sorts of terrible evil things. Oh my gosh, terrible evil things in here. That's one way to take care of it. Okay, but terrible evil monsters in a cave aside, we did get the coarse dirt and the podzol put in, so this part's finished up here. Of course, I do want to sprinkle in just the ever so slight amount of gravel in places too, and then path blocks, and I think this place is done up here. But then it's going to fade into, you know, a drier area down there, so that's why I left that part alone, because it's like an entirely different biome. Okay, the land up here is finished. Now let's turn completely around and focus on this this little plains area down here. So we're going to have to change up the block palette like entirely for this part. So coarse dirt I think can probably stick around because I'm thinking that'll be like a nice block. That along with the grass to blend it all together, you know, like into one cohesive exhibit. Gravel, maybe. I mean, gravel wouldn't be a bad one. But I'm thinking sand would probably be a good idea to bring in there, as well as a little bit of this red rock. In fact, these three right here, adding them into this area might actually pay off and make this whole thing come to life. So, all right, let's add the coarse dirt first. Let's start with that. Okay, coarse dirt has been added, so we can go ahead and stash that away. Now maybe sprinkle in the sand, I'm thinking. Actually, you know what? Let's actually blend in the red rock. I'm thinking it might work a little bit better. Because the sand I want to not have, like, be very it's going to be almost like the gravel, okay? That gravel from up here, the sand is going to be down there. So let's sprinkle in the red rock. And very soon here, we're going to have to be taking a nap because it is almost nighttime. And the tarantulas are not the only creepy, crawly, dark, creepy, terrible thing here that comes out at night. Okay, the red rock has been added. I kind of like how that looks. It works really good with the coarse dirt, I feel. So now the last thing to add in is a couple bits of sand here or there. Now maybe it is going to be a little bit more than the gravel in this area, but I don't want to make it so overpowering that it just kind of blots out everything else. So we're just going to sprinkle in a couple blocks here or there throughout this entire lower part of the exhibit, and then it's time to put in some path blocks because that's going to make it pop. Ta-da! Alright, so that definitely is a little different feel to it, and especially if you look on the mini-map here, if we go back to where I am, you can actually see there's like an entirely different feel to this area than up here. This looks more like brown, this looks more like orange, and it's supposed to kind of look like that. It's supposed to be more of a drier area down here, and of course more of a kind of a damper woodland area up here. So now I think that we have the ground put in, we can actually start picking out trees. So wooded areas, I'm thinking oak would work just fine up here, and then down here we actually probably don't need trees at all. We're just more of like bushes and shrubs and stuff. So let's go grab some oak saplings. I have them somewhere around here. Now I wouldn't mind actually getting some of those larger oak trees. That kind of happens sometimes whenever you bone meal these things. At least one of them would be kind of nice. Let's try to slap one down. Ooh, big leg spike. Let's try to slap one down right about here. Yeah, here. And let's try to grow this and see if we get a vanilla tree or if we get one of those larger ones. We got a vanilla tree. That's fine. Let's see if we can't get one going then right about here. Now I got another vanilla tree. That one I don't really like though because I like this one because it's a little bit taller. This one might go bye-bye. And to make it go bye-bye faster, I actually took my wasting netherite hoe, and I added a bunch of enchantments on it. Because look at this. This is like a super shear now. Look at that. Fantastic. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, a little bit better. It's a little bit taller. That's really the big key point. The really big takeaway on that one was that it was a little bit taller. Which that one I'm fine with. Now, we didn't get one of those super cool fancy trees, and that's alright. I don't really need to have that. I was just kind of hoping. But you know what? You can hope in one hand. Alright, so let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and stash the leaf blocks I just recently collected, as well as some of this oak that I just collected. And we'll get to work on doing some of the foliage here now. So those leaf blocks I just stored, I'm probably going to need to take those right back out because we're going to need to get, I mean, I guess I could use jungle leaves, but I don't really know if they'll work too well. Let's grab the brown birch leaves. I'm really liking these. I'm going to have to go collect more of them. But we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some of these things in here along the base of the wall here, and obviously it's going to create a pathway for the badgers to get out. So I'm going to have to raise the wall up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll worry about that in a little bit here. So let's go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of like bushes and foliage along the edge here, and then it's going to sprinkle on down this entire top part here. Actually, I'm not liking how dead this looks. All right, so we're going to liven it up a little bit by adding in a little bit of greenery to it. Yeah, actually, you know what, I really like that. What we're going to do is we'll use the brown just sparingly, and then we'll keep most of it green, actually, because this looks too dead. Maybe once we get farther down here where everything's dry and more arid, then we'll switch it over. But until then, we'll keep things green and lively. Now, we still have a couple pieces of dead logs here, which I'm going to have to go get more of this stuff. But I'm thinking putting that down here, kind of like where it sort of meets the drier area, like along the slope, would look kind of cool. Says like a down log in here because I'm sure badgers would like it. Actually, aren't there like hollow versions of this in this mod pack? I'm gonna have to do a little bit of researching and digging around, but wouldn't mind putting like a hollow log down here so that the badgers can climb through it. But first I gotta take a nap because, you know, creepers and all. Yeah, rotting logs. Here we go. thinking these things. Okay, a little bit. Thinking these look kind of cool. I think this is also how you get worms too in the game. Let's make one of those real quick and see how they look. All right, some oak rotting log. They don't look too shabby actually. Let's pop that off right there. Yeah, they don't look too bad. I mean, that'll give the badgers a little something to crawl through too. You can see right through that. I really got to start looking into the decorations that ZAWA provides. After doing the after going through that haunted house that Maddie built the other day, I'm sitting there like, man, there's a lot more stuff. Like, wasn't there like vines or something like that, or branches or twigs or something? I think it was twigs. Was it? No, hold on, I'll figure it out. Hold on. Branch. I think it's branches actually. Stripped oak logs. Okay. Let me make these real fast. All right, branches. Fancier types of sticks, basically. Do these work? Oh yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. Little things like that, adding them into the bushes, I think would look really cool, as well as even possibly, can we like pop one of these things out and maybe throw a couple in there? Oh yeah, look at that. See, that looks so much cooler. A little detail, but I mean, it looks nifty. Oh yeah, definitely doing that. All right, we're gonna probably knock these things off completely right here, like so, and put a couple of them in like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks really good. Man, I gotta go talk to Mandy about building tips. I think she's better at this than I am. Okay, there we go. Added a couple of branches and stuff into the bushes and make it look kind of like sticks sticking out and whatnot. I really like how they look on the trees, actually. I think that looks fantastic. Cool little building tip there. All right, now let's move on down to the dryer area here, because we're gonna need to put some bushes in there. And for that, not that one, hold on. Bat backpack, I need you desperately. For that, we're probably going to need... In fact, I might keep some of the stuff in the bat backpack. That might work out better. That way, hopefully I remember that I have it. Alright, so we're going to need some brown leaves for this side here, because this is going to be more of a drier, arid environment. Aspen leaves, maybe, but honestly, I'm thinking brown is the way to go for down here. So, let's get down here. We'll add in a couple of little, like, dead leaf areas, actually. Nothing... We're just going to keep them, like, spread out sporadic like that. Like, nothing too fancy or anything like that. Well, maybe we'll put a larger one kind of here on this wall, and that's about it. Yeah, that's really about it. Now, the rest is going to be made up of actual foliage and plants and stuff. So, I'll put one right there, too. In fact, speaking of, let's grab the plants backpack and let's get in here and see what we can do. Let's keep things rolling down here. Let's grab some of this prairie grass, which I may or may not have stolen from Korey's area. And then we'll grab some desert grass, too, as well as the dead grass here. And what else can we squeeze in here to make it look more like a dry, arid environment? A little bit of Johnson's grass, sure. Golden barrel cactus, that definitely would drive the point home, wouldn't it? All right, so let's go ahead and start putting in some of this prairie grass in a couple areas like this. I'm going to try to keep largely in patches, throughout this. So if it's not in one area, I'm going to try to leave that open and barren. So like a little patch right here, a little patch over there, and maybe even another small little patch right in here. Okay, and then let's add the Johnson's grass. Now this is 2 blocks high, I believe, so we're going to keep this kind of along the edges, I'm thinking, so that, in fact, this could actually blend in with the forest biome too. I'm thinking will work out just fine. But we'll keep this kind of sporadic, not a whole lot of this stuff, actually. I don't really want to add too much of it. And maybe we'll put another one back in here someplace. Right there. Yeah, that works. Desert grass. All right, let's go ahead and start sprinkling this in, especially on like the sand, because it's actually something that you can actually see on the sand, and something that is able to be placed on sand. That's something that not many things can be other than cacti. So, all right, throw in a couple of bits of desert grass, and then we'll sprinkle in a little bit here of dead grass too in places. They do look a little different, but not much. Dead grass I'm going to put in very sporadically, not very often at all, and that might even be it right about there. All right, and golden barrel cactus is the last thing to add. And now this thing I only want to put like 1 or 2 of them in, if I can. Yeah, not much. Now these things I don't think actually hurt animals when they walk into them. Yeah, so we'll only put a couple of them in the entire exhibit. And that's about it. Now that actually is missing something. What's these other cacti that we have? The prickly pear cactus. Let's go ahead and at least add one of these in someplace too somewhere. Right there in the middle. How about that? Give it a little bit of extra depth to the thing. Alright, yeah. I like that. So this should hopefully represent an accurate, like, I gotta add more foliage up here, but this should represent an accurate depiction of, like, 2 different biomes. You got your forested area, and you get your drier, like, plains, almost deserty area down there. and that's because badgers can live in so many different places. So that's why we're going with it this way. And now I do have to add more plants after I get done inhaling a couple of chickens up here. So now we're talking about something different. We're talking about forest areas. So for this, we're gonna probably need to actually add some flowers, to be honest. We might need some flowers in here. But I'm gonna add some bushes. What else can I sprinkle in here? I should have a whole bunch of these sprouts someplace. I don't actually have a whole bunch there, but we'll add some of this greenery up here, actually, because this makes more sense for there to be greenery up here. This is more of a forest. So let's add some sprouts and some ferns up here and make this place pop. Okay, I'm thinking that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and not put those in the bat backpack and put those back into the plants backpack. And then I think that's really all I need to add here. I have like one horseweed. I don't know where exactly if that goes in this biome or not. I don't know anything about that plant. But I'm thinking that's probably pretty good. What can we add for flowers in this area, though? Let's take a quick peek. But I tell you, I always struggle. I always struggle with flowers, adding them into exhibits, because I just don't think they look very good. Let's add a couple of these red orchids, though, up here in like the forested area, maybe, just to give it a little bit of color. And I'm thinking that's probably pretty good for the forested area. I'm not going to go too overboard with that. Let's, actually, you know what? Let's grab some of these branches back out of here. And down here where there's this larger bush here, let's actually go ahead and add a couple into that too. And we have one right there too. I know it changes the ground a little bit, but whatever, it's fine. And then maybe we'll tack one on the sides of some of these other things too, so it looks like the plants kind of died over time. Yeah, all right, I'm liking how that looks. Okay, and then for flowers down in the drier area, I'm not sure that I really need to do anything too crazy. Obviously, oranges and stuff look pretty good. Burning blossoms, I think those actually light things on fire, so we're going to avoid those things. These look kind of interesting. Let's actually see what these look like down here. Okay, there we go. Just add a little extra color down in this area. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, there. Flowers are done, people. All the people who are saying, hey, you don't ever add any flowers, behold, I've done it. Okay, I've actually added flowers. It's a thing. I guess the last thing to do now is just to go through and start putting down some grass and raising this up a little bit. Not like that. Hold on, I've got to grab the plants backpack, because grass likes to go double tall, like big time now. So every once in a while I need to kind of manually put this stuff in. But let's go ahead and put in a whole bunch of tall grass in here, just to kind of make, just so that it kind of looks like a nice forested area up here. And then of course the plains area down there. And then this thing should be done. Well, almost done. There's one very key detail that I got to do. Okay, grass has been put in. Now I think all of you guys probably know what the key detail actually is. Let's go ahead and just add a couple little bits of extra grass over here. Get rid of that thing. And I think you guys know what the key detail actually is, or what's coming here. And that is we got to add buttons, okay? We got to add a little bit more button action in here, because these things make it look like little pebbles on the ground. Love the way they look when they're all put in. So let's go ahead and just slap a couple of them down throughout the entire exhibit, actually. They can be in the forest, they can be in the dry area, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and I think with that, let's actually get some rockets out here, and we'll fly on out here and take a look at it, hopefully without getting bit by a spider, which, I mean, let's be real here. Very well made. It sounds like there's still more fun that's hiding underground here. I hear zombies and for skeletons and stuff, so there's still another cave somewhere nearby. I'll have to find them. I see you. Yeah, I see you crawling over there. I hear another one closer, actually. He's coming for me. Okay. Let's just get away from that guy. Alright, so there we go. The badger exhibit. What do you guys think? Does this look like a good exhibit for a badger? Hopefully it does. I mean, I like the forested area up there. In fact, I could have probably made the entire biome like that, and it would have probably looked great. But I did want to represent different areas of the world that these things live in. Hence why, you know, we got the drier area down here. So that's probably going to be it. Now, if you guys do like this exhibit, let me know down in the comments section. It would really help me out to get a little bit of feedback, you know, as far as how this turned out. Whether you guys like it, don't like it, what do you think would look cool? Did I get this completely wrong? Let me know these things. But let's fly over here, because I have to go look and see how many badgers do I even have. Do I even have any? I don't even know this. I have one. Alright, I have one badger. Ooh, that's not a lot. Okay. Well, that's what it's gonna have to be, probably. So, alright, if you guys could, go down in the comments section and give me your best badger name, alright? So, we're gonna have to name this one. I'm already thinking Bucky is probably a good call, since, you know, the Wisconsin Badgers and all. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. You guys tell me what I should name this badger. All right, so that's a heck of an exhibit for just one animal. And if I can get my hands on another badger, then maybe I'll throw 2 in there before next week. So, alrighty, guys, down in the comment section, give me your best badger names. I'm going to get out of here, though, so thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs into your holes to this episode of ZAWA. If you did enjoy, go down and hit that like button, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. Chin up, it's Friday. You guys made it to the end of the week. Proud of you. High five. Alrighty, guys, I'm getting out of here. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and bye-bye.